I always leave when I want to stay. I don't want to give and never get.
On Wednesdays, we like to bring you brand new music and also a wonderful time. All that and more on another episode of
Every Wednesday.
Jeff, grab the cowbell.
Saddle up, let's go.
Hey, grab a notebook and a pen. Tune my guitar up and then head over to my friends. It's Wednesday night yet again.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy. So, these old guys are going to be listening to Ariana Grande's new song, Dandelion. Let's go ahead and take a listen. What do you guys think when you guys hear the word Dandelion?
I think of a Rolling Stones song I like a lot.
Okay.
Think of weeds.
Weeds? I think of being out in the hot sun, picking the weeds off the ground. No, okay. Here we go.
Muted trumpet.
Sounds like an adult in the Snoopy stuff.
Yeah, it's a muted trumpet.
I'm in so far.
Yeah.
We want something different.
You don't hear that very often.
No? I like the way it tails off into the reverb. Hello.
That was very euphoric in the beginning with the muted trumpet. It took me back.
Oh, okay.
Even though I've never been in that era of life. When did a muted trumpet come out? I mean...
Well, when you think about big band, that's just one of the tools that they would use.
Yeah.
You know?
And I mean, Ariana Grande is a perfect voice for big band, and that's already showed in the past before. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's
very versatile. She can do about anything.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a huge fan of Ariana Grande, so like this score is going to be off the charts.
All right, good.
I'm already loving it. I love the techno that's coming in with it. A little bit of techno.
Yeah, a lot of techno.
That's happening.
I'm less of that drum sound fan than some people.
Okay. EDM. Thank you, JR. Even though you're not a fan.
No, not that big of it. I mean,
EDM.
but time for everything. Everybody has their own taste.
Right. Yeah, I could see this being played at like a EDM concert.
Sure.
Possibly. So.
Was she at Coachella?
I don't know. She could be at Coachella. No, I feel like we'd know. I feel like people would know if she was at Coachella this year.
Billie was there.
Billie Eilish. That sounds.
And the Go-Go's were there, and Billie Joe Armstrong sat in with the Go-Go's.
Oh,
It's over now. Was it this last week?
I think it just wrapped up. I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought it would still be going on, not just one weekend.
Not sure.
Do we have anything that we want to say about the lyrics so far? It looks like she's talking about a boy.
It looks like she wants
Like
to get
normal.
pregnant. Is what it says.
It sounds like, yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I got what you need. I'm thinking you should plant that seed. What if it's not that? What if it's just like...
Just metaphorical love.
Metaphorical love, yes.
Yeah.
What if it's that?
Sure, and it probably is. Probably is. I'd be surprised she's...
But there's other ways to say it, so...
Right. And I mean, okay, I guess the context behind Ariana Grande, she's obviously older than I am. She probably wants to settle down, get married, have kids. That would make sense. So I get what you guys are trying to say.
She's older than you are?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't have a concept how old she is.
100%.
Okay.
You know, isn't that interesting? Like, the world, the music industry, makes it so you can't have any concept of time. Because
right.
everybody that's in there, either, like, they have to look so pretty, they look so young. But, like, it's like, why do that? You don't need to. Not all of Hollywood, by the way. Just
the bulk.
I mean, I think aging is beautiful. That's all I'll say.
It's a privilege so many people are denied. My gosh. Yeah, things do get a little creaky and the body doesn't wake up all at once sometimes.
Right, yeah.
But, you look around and there's so many people that ain't at the table anymore and no fault of their own.
Yeah.
Because there's people trying to be healthy and genetically or Murphy's Law, wild card stuff takes them out.
Have you guys seen the dude who is trying to reverse his age? And actually, he's 47 years old in real life, but
There's a lot of those.
He's reversed his age to... He's reversed his age 10 years back. So his markers show that he's 37, but he's actually 47.
Well, when he becomes fetal, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take a lot more interest.
When he becomes fetal, that reminds me of the movie. Is it Benjamin?
The Curious Case of
Benjamin Button.
Yeah,
Is that it? Okay,
something like that. Yeah.
That's funny. All right, we'll continue. Sorry to keep
Mr.
the whole
Brad
thing.
Pitt.
We should be born as old people, and then as we age, we get younger and younger until finally it's just an orgasm. But that's not the way time
That
works.
just reminded me of something I can't say out loud, so I'm
It's
just going
behind
to
the
keep going.
scenes,
But
isn't it?
yeah. No, this is not.
isn't.
This one isn't.
But there might be some teaser behind the scenes. Not too much with that rhyme there, but hey.
Alright. She wants to get pregnant.
It seems like it. I don't know.
There's no hiding it.
I'll be your dandelion. Okay. Yeah. While you're down there.
Yeah.
You might have handed me that glove that's down there.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm bored.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm really bored. I don't even want to finish it because I don't know where it's going to go.
Well, let's see what the bridge does.
Can I just
If
fast
it does
forward
anything.
it?
Let's see if it does anything. See if it goes anywhere.
It looks like it doesn't. This is serious.
Okay. It wouldn't fly down here. That rhyme. I don't get the connection, the metaphor with dandelion.
No, neither do I.
When I think of dandelion, I think of taking a...
Here we go, bridge. Repeating some same words.
Did she just say, I'm not your wish list?
No. I thought she was volunteering to be.
Oh, no, I'm on.
There we are, yeah.
Pretty lazy writing.
Those
feel
lines
like
would
it's
not have made
super
it out of
lazy.
our
Yeah.
No,
session.
absolutely not.
We'd laugh and go, no, keep thinking.
Yeah. Unserious with serious. I mean, it's fine. I guess I feel like you can like do it in a fun upbeat song, but be clever with it, but this is not clever.
It's not clever to me, and you're right. There's times where wordplay itself is the lyric hook.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a big meaning thing, but
Yeah.
the sounds of the words. Like, I'm the Eggman, all
Yeah.
that Beatles stuff.
I want to know who wrote this, because if it's like 10 people...
Well, it is. And this song could have used some of that. But
10 people? 10 people?
No,
used-
not 10 people.
How do we know how many people wrote this? It could have just
let's
been
find
her.
out.
It could have
We should
just
find
been
out.
her.
Let's
find
We don't
out.
even know. All right, let's find out.
We gotta know. Can you beat us? Can you find out before we do?
Count it down.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Hey Siri, who wrote Ariana Grande Dandelion?
We need to have a contest.
We are right now,
For
Jeff.
every song
Hold
we do,
on.
we're going to see how many
We are.
in every song.
Max Martin and Isla
Max Martin, okay.
Salmaza. They
And
collaborated on the song production.
Who's Ilya?
Yeah,
I think
Ilya. Or that's why I thought.
Ilya Kuryakin from Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Max Martin has like every other hit song on the
Oh wait,
radio.
no,
really?
it just says. Wait, it just says Ariana Grande wrote it. Songwriters.
Oh, okay.
Ariana Grande.
Well, she gets
See,
all the
that's why
publishing.
it probably could be a little boring. We'll keep going. Hold on.
Yeah, this is pretty boring.
Okay. Okay, we need to talk about this song.
Not much song there.
No. I'll let you comment first. I'm going to save mine for last.
Well, it seems like it's just lazy lyrics to me. The rhyming was pretty lame. I get enough really of that breathy vocal
Okay.
all the way through.
Okay.
It's great. I love it till I'm full,
Okay.
and I'm full of that.
Okay.
So it's like Billie Eilish. When she starts singing out,
Yeah.
she starts to pull me back in.
Okay.
But what is this? And that's everybody's got their style. Everybody's got their likes.
Right.
Doesn't very often work for me.
Right.
That breathy, whispery thing.
Okay.
There you go. And the lyrics just inane.
So personal rating,
Poor.
1 to 10.
1,
Okay. Professional rating,
2.
2. Okay. Jeff, you're next.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. The writing's the rhyming and stuff. It reminds me like Steve Miller in Taxes.
Yeah.
Look that one up.
Okay.
So it's kind of like that level of writing.
The Pompatus of Love.
Yes. So
I have no clue, but I'm gonna act like I know what you guys know.
We'll get her there.
Okay.
We'll bring her up to speed.
yeah, we'll bring you up to speed on that one.
Okay.
And that we might have to just check that out.
Yeah.
At some
Okay,
point.
okay.
But anyway, yeah, I was just nothing there for me. It didn't move me. It just kind of started somewhere and then it just stayed there.
Numbers, personal number.
1 to 10.
4 and 4.5.
Oh, he's generous.
Okay.
He's a nice guy.
No,
though.
Max Martin. Yeah, he's Max Martin, right? Max Martin. He's brilliant. He's
Well,
a
I think he's the
genius.
production.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was the
know.
production.
And
of it. Okay.
Yeah, you can tell. And
Well, you should have said, Ariana, you write better lyric than this.
Right.
yeah, so
She needs my advice.
Yes. No, she
No,
doesn't.
she doesn't.
We're not there yet. We'll get there in a second. Okay. So I would say that obviously it is personal. It's personal, and she obviously wrote it by herself. We don't know what other songs she's written in the past by herself, so we can't really... I mean, we know her songs. We don't know how many people she's written those songs with. So, with that being said, that it is an individual song, from her own heart,
Right.
coming out, and it's...
God bless her.
It's topping the charts
Yeah.
worldwide. I mean...
It harms no one.
Right, it harms no
It
one.
harms no one.
Well, it might have harmed me a little.
I'll never get back that 3
Yeah,
minutes.
exactly. My life is gone.
Okay, now let's think of the songwriting. The theme of the song, Dandelion, okay, obviously means something special. Otherwise, she wouldn't have released it.
Yeah, maybe
Being her only song that she wrote
maybe
that we
the
know
guy
of so far.
brought her a bouquet of dandelions. I don't know.
No,
Who knows?
it probably isn't that literal. But
could
once
be.
again, with her, she is an actor. She is an actress.
Right.
She's played movie roles, maybe just TV roles for now.
And
but
movies.
Yeah, I
Has she
think
been in movies?
Wicked's a movie.
Oh my God! Okay, musical. Is it a movie
It's
or
a
a
movie.
musical?
It's both.
Yeah.
Okay, a movie musical.
I would say
okay.
that, yeah.
So obviously we know her acting is like phenomenal.
Right.
So I think a lot of her songwriting comes through visualization rather than just like, okay, and I could...
Yeah.
I'm basically trying to say, what if she writes songs like she's writing a movie? That's
Well,
where my head's going with it.
well,
And I think she was trying to depict like, hey, I'm ready to have a family and settle down, and I really mean it. And here it is, me trying to portray that within my own words.
Yeah, that's not how I do. But anyway, that's how she does.
Whatever.
And
You're not a girl. You guys aren't women.
No,
you guys don't get
nor
as
young.
emotional as
Nor
we
young.
do. Exactly. Also, I was thinking while I was listening to you guys talk, this could also technically in some way be a TikTok song. Because
Any of these could.
you could do an interpretive dance with this song.
Oh,
and
I'm sure
become
it's
a
being done.
TikTok hit.
I'm sure it's being done.
So, I mean,
It is now. If they haven't done it yet,
I can't rate this. Honestly, I can't because it's too personal for me, and I love Ariana Grande.
I love her too.
She's on it, like genuinely. Out of her, Ed Sheeran, and Boney Bear, she's my top. She's in my top 5.
Right.
Like the 3 of them, I put them all on pedestals.
I get it.
Like she's higher
up
than
in the
Shawn
thin air
Mendes
with
to
a
me.
few.
Yeah. So I mean, I love Ariana Grande.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
do
can't
too.
rate this song.
I would be curious as to, because you point out rightly the difference between our perspective and your perspective.
Yeah.
I would be really interested. Do other people think that planting the seed and all that stuff has to do with a desire to become a mother, or is that just something that we happen to see the lyric and that made us think of?
It could be just
'Cause it
straight-
rhymes.
It could be just straight sexual too.
It could be, exactly.
Yeah, but like if you listen, but you also have to listen to the music notes that are being played. That also sets the scene, just like a movie.
Right.
You have to have the right kind of music within the movie, or the scene won't work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Otherwise, the scene won't work.
think-
So I think think about it. What is a lonely trumpet in the beginning? Is a sign of.
It's a mating call.
It's not a mating call. It's basically saying, wow, I'm really lonely. A muted trumpet?
Okay.
A muted trumpet.
Yeah, I see that.
She's obviously like
A longing.
she's calling out.
A longing
yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Okay, I'll get that. Yeah.
Too much double entendre for it not to be.
No, you guys are just men, is what it is. You guys are just dudes.
It is a problem.
Max Martin is part of this too.
No, he
So,
produced it.
I understand that. I'm sure he had some influence.
I think some of their, but like we weren't there for the conversation. I could tell you how that
No.
conversation went, even though I wasn't there. I could tell you.
She's clairvoyant, too.
What I think
Yes.
it went down was Ariana was telling him exactly how she felt, and that's how they went
and
off
secretly,
of that.
nobody knows, but she was actually there.
But also, there was another artist there that we don't know of that was producing that song as well.
It
It was like IKEA or ILEA.
yeah.
It looked like
IKEA?
IKEA. I don't know. ILEA?
IKEA.
some
Lee or
anagram.
Lee, I don't know.
Some anagram or something. I don't-
Something.
yeah.
It was someone's
So,
name. I said at
anyway,
the beginning.
the
We
end of the
spent
day-
too much time on this song.
Right.
Does Ariana Grande need our advice?
No.
God
Not
is a
today.
woman. No.
Every artist,
no.
Keep in mind, though, that every artist, no matter how many songs they put out, they can't all be winners.
No, they can't, and that's fine. You know, Ed Sheeran was talking about that on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys seen that Call Her Daddy podcast? It's
No.
phenomenal.
No.
Ed was just on it, and he just talked about how he likes to buy movie props.
Okay.
And one of the
I can
movie
see that being
props,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of
money.
the movie props I think he said he wanted to get was where George Clooney was the Batman,
Yeah.
Okay.
and I think he
the
wants
nipple
to.
suit?
I think he wants to purchase one of the suits.
The
Is that called the
Abbott-
nipple
nipple
suit?
suit, yeah.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
They put nipples on the Batman.
It was
suit.
either that Batman suit. I think he said it was that one, and then the what girl played in that movie? That
Poison Ivy?
Poison Ivy suit. I
Uma
believe so.
Thurman.
Okay.
Uma.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's
Uma
starting
Thurman.
to collect these movie props from like
All
back in the
classic
day.
movies.
Yeah, classic movies.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Right on.
All right.
Right.
We got to go on to the next song. You guys ready?
Yeah.
This
here we
is
go.
Ariana Grande.
Twilight Zone.
Here we go.
Very 80s boy bandish.
Could be a power ballad.
What's
Yeah,
that?
from a
What's
hair
that?
band.
Yeah. It
What's-
could be that too.
What's that little twinkle going on?
So like a Yamaha.
Isn't that like what your keyboard sound? The one that I have?
Yeah, you got some of those sounds on it.
Yeah. I recognized it.
Yeah.
Just now. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Yamaha keyboard.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that
actually,
had
the
been...
one you have is the Insonic, and it has about those same sounds.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
hearing those. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this 80s then?
So far.
Sounds 80s.
So far to me.
That's awesome. Let's go. Let's go, Ariana.
Did I dream the whole thing?
Yeah.
Was I just a nightmare? Different dimensions, second
What does it mean to be in the Twilight Zone? For viewers out there that need to know and understand, because I also don't understand.
Well, there used to be a series, Rod Serling? Yeah, a show called The Twilight Zone.
Okay.
And it was all these things where people were put in these positions that were just surreal.
Experiences.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And they have to... The Twilight Zone is between light and dark.
Okay.
So it's tricky. And it can be malicious. It can be... has a lot of like one of my favorite Twilight mysterious.
Yes.
One of my favorite ones was one about a town called Willoughby.
Oh, okay.
And this really haggard businessman gets on a train, a modern day, probably in the 60s.
Yeah.
And he falls asleep and he wakes up and he's at a turn of the 19th century town called Willoughby, where there's no cars or anything, and everything's moving at a really slow pace, and everybody knows everybody.
Right.
And it's completely different from his urban, hectic life.
Yeah.
And so he tries to go back to Willoughby every time he takes that train.
Yeah.
There's also a local band that has that name as well. We played with them at, I think, Red Oak or something, and I said, does this have to do with the Twilight Zone episode? And they go, yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
Willoughby.
That's awesome.
So
All right.
that's
also-
one of the Twilight Zone things, and there's 2 or 3
So
Twilight
many.
Zone movies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one episode with William Shatner, the
Gremlin on the
Gremlin?
Wing,
on the wing.
Okay.
Yeah.
famous. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Gremlin on the wing.
and the old guy kicking the can. Old
That was
nursing home.
That was Spielberg's. In that movie, there were like 4 or 5 famous directors that each took a segment.
Oh, really?
Oh, no
That one was
way.
Spielberg's.
That's
very
wild.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's a way to do a
Twilight
movie.
Zone was like a genre-defining thing.
Okay.
It was a huge deal, like Star Trek and like some of those vintage shows that really they might not have lasted that long.
Yeah.
But they became huge cult followings and syndicated.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So Twilight Zone. Yeah. And I did already
That's
talk
awesome.
about the Golden Earring song, Twilight Zone. Help, I'm stepping into the Twilight Zone. Da-da-da-da-da. Feel like being cloned. My beacon's been moved on the moon and star. Where am I to go now that I've gone so far?
Okay.
Will you come to know when the bullet strikes the bone?
It sounds like a Halloween song.
It's used for that often. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Good
let's
rock
keep going.
song. Used to cover it.
Hope you went the best I did, 'cause I had you completely wrong. Does she know you're not who you say you are? 'Cause I might give her a call.
Oh, well, really?
Is that just not me at all? And it's not like I'm still over you. Sometimes I just can't believe you have a masquerade.
Our
Backstory.
nest was a masquerade.
Do you guys know about the individual she dated on the movie she was just in?
No.
You guys don't know
Not
about
a
him?
thing. Not a
Okay. People that are my age might know it.
They might, yeah.
So y'all know the story. Won't have to explain it. People who know. The best way I can describe this without naming names, everybody knows his name, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I don't.
Basically, this guy that she was seeing was also married and had kids already. And I believe this guy left his wife for Ariana.
Oh.
Very public.
Ouch.
And
Ouch.
I don't know if it might not be going on still, and this is what she probably wrote a song about. It's
Okay,
about him.
then. All right.
So that's that.
Why do I still protect you? Pretend these songs aren't about you. Hope this might be the last one, 'cause I'm not fooling anyone.
All right. I
Hope
also
it's-
have to... Sorry, go ahead.
I hope it's like the last song that she's going to write about him.
Right. So I'm wondering, my other thought that I had was, you know how when we're writing songs and sometimes situations will melt together while we're writing, and it's not just about, no longer is about one thing.
And the meaning evolves.
The meaning evolves and it's
Yeah.
about multiple things.
Yeah.
That's where my head's
Wow.
at. She looks old in that photo. You guys see that?
Why do I still protect you? And it's not like I'm still over you. It's so strange 'cause I never do. Not that I miss you, I don't. You happen, but it's not like I'm over you. It's so strange, I don't. Not that I miss you, I don't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened.
I like that visual at the end where it says Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
And the picture is underwater. And it makes me think, is Ariana Grande underwater? Is that what she's trying to let all of us know?
Yeah, it's easy to just speculate.
She was.
All right, guys. What do you think of the song?
I like it better than the last one.
Yeah, it's the best one we've heard so far today.
I agree.
And again, didn't bring anything new to the table as far as sonically.
Right.
That bed didn't sound just like Every Breath You Take, but it wasn't that far removed. from
Yeah,
it.
and some weekend
Oh.
songs. Yeah,
And
it's a
some
lot
other
of
stuff.
songs.
I mean, it's a lot of songs.
I was
like
thinking
that.
The Weeknd too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But lyrically, it's fine. It seems like it's an emotional, like a journal.
Yeah.
She's journaling her, channeling and processing her emotions.
Yeah.
Through this song.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And I thought it's fine. I probably wouldn't listen to it again, but I don't begrudge that 3 minutes.
Yeah. It seems obviously she's reflecting on her past. And
Would seem.
she's not. Yeah, she's not liking it, liking what had happened.
Yeah.
So, what's your personal rating? 1 through 10?
Oh, I'd probably give it a 5.
5?
Yeah.
And then professional?
Probably 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff? What are you thinking?
Well,
There's
for
so many
me,
things.
For the sounds,
Well-
you did say it sounded like The Weeknd.
yeah, there's a lot of familiarity again in this song. There's a lot of the phrasing and the melody that's actually used in other songs. That,
Yeah.
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 I hear that all over the place.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
there's there's a lot of like nice melodic things and nice things about it, and nice kind of chill groove and everything. So I probably give it about a 5.
5. Personally?
Personally,
And professionally?
probably 6.5.
6.5?
Does it have the hook?
I don't think it has the hook.
I don't think it does either.
No,
Yeah.
because kind of what you guys were saying, it could blend with those other songs
Yeah.
that are already out there.
Yeah. And that's fine. That's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have that. It's
All right.
cute. I mean,
Yeah.
it's familiar.
We need her advice.
I think once again, when it comes to Ariana Grande, I can't rate this.
You're
Because I just love her
you're
too
in too
much.
deep with
Well,
her.
I'm
anyway.
in too deep.
I
Yeah.
love Ariana too, and like I said, not all the songs are hits and winners, And,
But to me, when I hear her voice, I'm
just
like,
there.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
You're just
I'm
there.
like,
All right. Right on.
after she released God is a Woman and what was the other one? Dangerous Woman and like all of these
Very
phenomenal
than what we're hearing now.
vocal, right? And
She's
those,
following a trend here.
Oh, I'd like
No, I
Yes,
don't. You think
totally.
so?
Oh, the really airy tones.
She's
That
always
thing
been
that drives me
airy.
nuts?
Yes.
She's always been airy.
No, she has not. Those 2 songs you just mentioned, she ain't airy in those songs.
When she sings them live, you can kind of tell. Sorry,
No, but no, she's-
I'm going to be defensive.
The production is not that airy tone. That's the thing that's going on right now. It's the big thing. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it.
I
So-
just think Ariana is just like so special.
I love Ariana.
And every time she opens her mouth and sings, my ears just like melt, and I'm
Yes.
like, "Am I
I get it.
listening to an angel right
Yeah.
now?" Because that's
I
exactly
get
how
that.
it feels.
I get that. As the-
Totally.
I would like to hear. I would like to hear one of those other songs that you're talking about
Okay.
that has more balls.
Oh, she can belt.
Oh.
She
Okay.
can belt.
Oh.
And
And-
she has a range
Guys,
Oh, I understand.
into the stratosphere.
Oh boy.
real quick, I gotta show them some stuff.
Don't need permission, ain't my decision to test my limits. Oh, let your guys skin to skin. Oh my God, don't just stop us.
Do you
That's
not
the
think
singing.
that's breathy?
No.
I think that's breathy.
No.
What?
No.
That's
that's
not-
full voice.
That's full voice.
Yeah.
Okay, but okay. Yes, it's full voice, but
But it's not breathy.
No,
No,
hold
no.
on. Let me finish.
Listen, no. To the last one, the last one we listened to, that's airy intentionally. And
Yes.
you can hear the difference.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree. Her voice naturally sounds raspy.
That's
Therefore,
not airy.
therefore sounds a little airy.
No. Airy
You know,
and raspy are two different
we're-
things.
I wouldn't think so.
I think you're putting a little too fine a point on
All
the
right,
differences. I think just a little too fine a point.
Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I should do. Something about the way we're moving, like introducing us to a new thing. I wanna save it for later, the taste, the flavor. Cause I'm a taker, cause I'm a giver. It's only nature, I live for danger. Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you makes me wanna do things that I should do.
Maybe it was Easter weekend.
Must have been Easter.
I always wanna be like that.
Who greenlit this?
Something about you feel like a dangerous woman. Something about you wanna do things that I shouldn't. Yeah, something about. I always wanna be like that. There's underneath the light that. You know how I'm feeling. Say you know how I'm feeling inside, baby. Like that. There's underneath the light that. You know how I'm feeling inside. Yeah, there's something about you, boy. Yeah, there's something about you, boy. Yeah, there's something about you, boy. Something about you.
I mean,
I bet she had a lot of fun doing that.
Uh-huh.
I hope she did.
You know she did.
this is why I can't say anything wrong about Ariana Grande. That's why.
No,
I
I
can't.
love her.
I literally, my love far exceeds rating her.
Very good. You know, and she's doing pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very well.
She doesn't need
Our
advice.
Although whoever put those ears on her has a sense of humor.
Yeah, and then this just goes to show, like, the thing that we tend to always talk about is, like, women who can pull that off. But
Right.
also, now, in her case,
She was laughing at the sexuality.
she don't need
somewhat.
much of it because of her voice is just so,
Right, so good. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, the thing
I
that
don't
made that so personable is she didn't take it too seriously.
That's
No.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, she was having fun.
Yeah, having
and
fun.
Assuming that we were taking it with a grain of salt,
Right.
which we were,
Right.
you know, and
It was great. Yeah.
it's lovely, and it was preposterous all at the same time.
I love it.
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go.
Well, now we gotta close it out. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of
Every Wednesday.
We will be back next week with a brand new episode. Stick around.
Make sure to subscribe.
Yeah,
And don't be shy. Tip your girl.
that's right.
Tip your girl.
Share, like, subscribe, and
Leave a comment.
leave a comment.
Yeah. Order merch, you know.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for everything, you guys.
Oh, and
make sure to check out the extended version of this episode that you saw here today. Yes, there is more on my Patreon account.
Wow, there's all that behind the scenes stuff on your Patreon account too?
Yes, there
and
is.
watching movies and listening to music and stuff?
Yes, there's so much.
Wow.
Yes.
There's more Jocelyn if you want more. And I know you do. We all do.
There is. That's right.
All right, let's...
Subscribe!
Yeah.
Comment!
Like!
Comment!
And share! Share with everybody you know.
Be kind to yourself and others.
Until next time.
If you'd like to support this channel in more ways than one, you can go ahead and leave a tip. You can also visit jocelynmusic.com and get the latest Jocelyn merch, sweet merch, different merch, and every Wednesday merch. Make sure to grab some merch today. Thank you. Hey, YouTube wants you to check out this next video. Click it.